That's funny.
What if I painted my bases like they used to? You know, like back in the 90s.
Ah, Goblin Green. That would make you quite the hipster. Get to depose all those grimdark turnip guys.
What do you mean?
Well, I could tell by the way you were laughing that you're trying to do something ironic, and I know that hipsters love to do the ironic.
But I just thought it'd be funny.
Plus, you see, I could tell you were trying to be retro, and hipsters love to be retro.
Well, I just thought maybe...
And there's a hit singer-songwriter on Instagram who writes songs about Goblin Green. Alexa, play Goblin Green.
Goblin Green, Goblin Green, Goblin Green.
Fine! I won't paint my bases Goblin Green! Well, what are you working on that's so original?
I am working on Zona Alpha, a miniature agnostic system where you can use toys as your own miniatures. It's a fast-paced skirmish rule for scavenging, exploring, and surviving in the near-future post-apocalyptic Eastern European setting. You probably never heard of it.
Hi everyone, this is Game 5 of our campaign, the Ember Vault. Last time, Moorspark Skaven continued their attempts to invade the Ember Vault. Cordell and his bloody horde met him head-on under a veil of ash, smoke, and steam. Visibility was limited as the two forces tore into each other. While the Warp Lightning cannons inflicted horrific destruction at close range, Khorne warriors secured the mountain pass, forcing a Skaven retreat. Now, in a final gambit for control of the vault, the Skaven take a dark and narrow pathway, dividing their army. Left to meet them are the Fyreslayer defenders, scattered and wandering through the shadows. Our scenario today is called Darkness Divides. It's a combination of the General's Handbook 2019 battle plan Duality of Death and two rules from Darkest Depths, Hidden Tunnel and Walls of Solid Rock. Duality of Death features two objectives that can only be controlled by a hero or battle line unit that finishes any type of move other than a retreat move within 3 inches. The objective only remains under that player's control while that unit remains within 3 inches. If an enemy unit destroys that unit and is also within 3 inches, they immediately take control of that objective. Players score points for each objective they control at the end of their turns, equal to the number of turns that player has controlled that objective. Walls of Solid Rock means that terrain features cannot be moved across, unless you use the command ability Hidden Tunnel, which allows a unit within 6 inches of a hero or 12 inches of the general to move through a terrain feature. Now, on to the battle. Hey everyone, it's Brent, and for Game 5 of our Ember Vault campaign, I'm playing Fyreslayers once again, that are led by Infernus Flame Warden, the allied Knight Incantor. He's brought along his Fyreslayer friends, who I've been calling the Helmdar Lodge, and using the Hermdar Lodge allegiance abilities for. But since we want to try a couple, as many rules as we can during this campaign, I'm just going to be using the Fyreslayer allegiance abilities, just the generic ones, without picking a lodge. And since I do that, I can take my Auric Runefather, Grondhelm Grimner. He's not on a Magmadroth this time, but he can take the command trait Spirit of Grimner, which means when I roll for my Urgold runes, I get the activated ability on a 5 rather than a 6. I've got an Auric Rune Master here, that's Agrim, and he's going to be taking Prayer of Ash as his Zargrim Blessing, and as his magical artifact, he's going to take Volatile Brazier, so he can attempt to summon 2 Magmic Invocations in a single turn, which is good because I took all 3 Magmic Invocations. I've got the Molten Infernoth, I've got the Zagron Flamespitter, and I've got the Runic Firewall. I've got a Auric Rune Smiter, that's Dern, and he's got a Forge Key, and he's going to be taking Searing Heat as his Zargrim Blessing. I've got a Grimwrath Berserker, that's Volkny. I've got a Battlesmith, that is Kroggy. And for my battle line units, I have 2 units of Volkite Berserkers. They each have a Carl, they each have Horns of Grimner. One unit has 2 Firesteel Hand Axes, and the other unit has Firesteel War Picks and Bladed Sling Shields. I've got a unit of 10 Hearthguard Berserkers. They've got a Carl, and they've got Flame Strike Pole Axes. And then lastly, I have 10 Auric Hearthguard, who also have a Carl. All this together is going to be 1,990 points.
Hello, Lunch Lords. It is Shu, and this is my Skaven army for today. Something just fell. We don't know what it was. Okay, up at the front, we have a Vermilord Warp Seer, finally here to assure victory. He has consumed both of the heroes of this campaign. He has had it, and I've had it as well. We have 6 Storm Fiends, and the Storm Fiends are equipped with Rattling Cannons, Wind Launchers, and Shock Gauntlets. We have 3 units of Clan Battle Line in the front. They're 3 units of 20, and they're equipped with various sundry household items. Doesn't really matter because they're going to die. They're just here to die. In the back, also here to die, we have some Plague Monks. And I'm going to move the Vermilord out of the way so you can see these 9 Jezzails from Jess Goodwin. Thank you, Jess. He didn't give them to us, but he made them. So he gave them to all of us. And also we have 2 heroes, our Warlock Engineers. These guys are also here to pick up they're the cleanup crew after more Spark the Singed, long, storied list of failures. We have 3 Nahulls. That's going to allow us to deploy in funny ways if we want to. And the artifacts I chose were the Vigor Dust Injector on this guy here. And he has the lore of Warp Volt Galvanism, the more and more Warp Power. The other Warlock Engineer has the lore of Warp Volt Galvanism, Chain Warp Lightning. That's this guy here. Did you know that the Vermilord Warp Seer is the general? He gets a command trait, which is the Supreme Manipulator, which allows him to re-roll the ability that gives him extra command points each turn. So that should be funny. And that is 2,000 points on the nose of Skaventide.
I have 10 points less than Shu, so I'm absolutely worthy of getting a Triumph. We've got these 3 Triumph cards here because this is the only way you can actually remember a Triumph. What I get? Inspired, once per battle, when a friendly unit is picked to shoot or fight. I can say it is inspired and reroll hit rolls until the end of that phase. We're all set up here, going over the board. Let's start with some terrain, and then we'll look at the units too. We've got Overgrown, so we can't see through this piece right here. What was this piece? We don't remember. We'll figure that out in a second. This is Entangling, though, so I deployed my Volkite Berserkers more than an inch away. This is very dark and mysterious, this part of the Ember Vault. We don't really know where we're going, and this would make it a lot harder to navigate. But we've got commanding terrain over here. So I've got my general, the Auric Rune Master, or Rune Father, he's right there. And then I've got the Grimwrath Berserker and the Knight Incantor, all here trying to go for this objective. Now, in Duality of Death, yeah, we've got sort of this no man's land, 24 inches in between. So we've got some healing terrain over here. We've got some volcanic terrain, which we're absolutely sick of, so nobody is certainly going to go an inch of that at all. I've got 20 more Volkite Berserkers here, the Rune Master next to the Mystical terrain, the Battlesmith, the Auric Hearthguard, and then I've got to set up my Magmic Battleforge back here. Moving around, though, we're going back to, there's one of Shu's Nahulls, this Inspiring terrain, and what we've got. Dam terrain next to the Warp Seer, the Storm Fiends, 2 units of Clan Rats, we got a Warlock Engineer, and all those Jezzails next to a Nahull. I wonder what those are going to do. And then coming back here, we've got some more Entangling terrain, which also Shu has, scooted an inch away to perfectly navigate from for the Clan Rats and the Plague Monks. And we've got some more Mystical terrain here, and a Warlock hiding in the corner.
There's Shu's last Nahull, and he actually did roll for his Warp Sparks tokens, and he rolled a 3. So 3 plus D3,
Yep.
and that's 6. And
That's going to allow me to reroll my casts if I need to, or reroll, or do fun things in the shooting phase and in the combat phase.
Well, you rolled a 6, so you got 3 more plus your 3.
Yeah, 3 plus D3 is what I get. So, yeah.
All right, and you finish deploying first. Do you know what you want to do, or you want to think
I'm going to go first.
You're going to go first. Shu is going first in Duality of Death. 2.
Cool. For the start of the Skaven hero phase, I'm going to use a Great Manipulator ability on my Vermin Lord Warpseer. This is going to allow him to generate more command points. So on a 3 up, he gets another command point. On a 6, he gets D3. And I get to reroll this due to his command trait. It's D3.
Do you want to reroll that?
I don't. D3 command points? For 1.
1.
I'll take it.
Well, you got 2.
Yes. And then for magic, we're going to use Mystic Shield because we're out of range for everything. Well, first we'll use a Vigor Dust Injector on these guys here. They're going to take D3 mortal wounds at the start of my next hero phase because they're being Vigor Dust injected by this guy here. And then he's going to use Mystic Shield on these clan rats because why not? I'll roll right here for you, make it easy.
That is a Mystic Shield.
That is Mystic Shield.
I can't even unbind that. I'm all the way over here.
And my hero phase is going so smoothly thanks to AOS reminders. So if you print out your war scroll, or actually save your war scroll from the Scroll Builder website, you can import that list into AOS reminders, which will then give you a neat little list, which you can muddy up with a whole bunch of notes yourself because you're an idiot. And, well, at least, maybe you're not. Whatever. AOSreminders.com.
Draw any cartoons on there?
Maybe.
What is that mask? That thing is awesome.
It's a beholder.
Oh. All right. Well, now that is it for your hero phase.
We're going to do time lapse of my movement. Or come back to it. Come back to the after movement phase. That's the end of the Skaven movement. The Plague Monks have moved up. These clan rats have moved up. This hero moved up from here. Over here, these clan rats stayed put. The hero ran around the side. Vermin Lord moved up this way. Storm Fiend's here. The Jezzails popped through the knob hole from the here to here. And that's the setup, so they didn't move. And then the clan rats have moved up and control the points. So there's 2 points under control for the end of my movement phase. Top of the Skaven shooting phase, the Jezzails move through the knob hole, so they are not actually moved, they are set up, which means that they get to reroll their hits in the shooting phase because of their 360 no-scope, ACOG, Call of Duty sight attachments that they got from the Battle Pass this season. Okay, so they hit on 4s. Sorry, did you stop?
No.
They hit on 4s. 6s are special, and they get to re-roll failed hits.
Are you doing your Vigor Dust or anything like that?
No, not. Well, we will be spending a Warpstone Spark on the attacks that go through. So
okay.
We'll go from there. 4s, and the 6s are special. No 6s in here, so we're taking out anything that's not 4. And we'll do 4s. They all missed again.
Oh no.
That's cool. All right, and then they hit on 3s. This is going into the, I'm sorry, Brett, the guys with the guns back there.
Auric Hearthguard.
Auric Hearthguard, here we go. That's 4 wounds, and Ren 2.
Ren 2.
Mm-hmm. We talked about this off camera. You were buffing your Jezzails with the
Warpstone Spark,
right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so they're damage 3, so that's just going to be 12 damage.
Oh, go straight through?
I only got a 5-up save.
Oh yeah, 12 damage to those guys. That's going to be 6 dead guys.
6.
Ooh, Jezzails. Take out 6 angry dwarves.
So the second round of shooting, we have 2 wind launcher units here, models, I should say. One of them is in range of this unit here, Brent. Mm-hmm. And so he is Vigor Dust injected. He's going to re-roll his hit roll.
Or get +1 to hit.
Or +1 to hit, sorry. So he's hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. You ready to go? Mm-hmm. So 3s. Whew. And then 4s. No, nothing.
Okay. Warpstone Spark.
On a 2-up. No, he takes mortal wounds. He takes D3 for 1.
For 1.
Indigestion. We got a battleshock here. Losing 6 dudes hurts because they're only bravery 7. So let's hope that I get a 1 right here and nobody runs away. Okay, just one guy is going to run away. I think that's okay. He's horrified. Certified.
And what are the points? I think we have 2 objectives claimed by Skaven Battle Line. Mm-hmm. And this is the first turn, so they're only worth 1 point because you had them for just this turn. So
yeah. But the way this works, though, is I won't actually get those battle points until the end of this turn. So they are awarded to me for this phase, right?
Well, no. So you'll get these, but with Duality of Death, it's consecutive turns that you hold will increase the number of points that you'll score in your turn. So if you wind up holding this until your next turn, provided I don't get a double turn, you could score 3 points each on those.
Yeah, because it counts both players' turns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Start of the Fyreslayers hero phase. So first, my Urgold rune, I'm going to use the Rune of Relentless Zeal to give me +2 movement across the army. But normally on a 6, I would get +2 to charge as well. But because I have my general, since he has the command trait Spirit of Grimner, I can get that effect on a 5+. Not happening. So just +2 movement this turn. But more start of the hero phase. He is within an inch of this commanding terrain, so I'm going to pick up 1 command point normally, and then a bonus for the commanding terrain. Moving over here. Shu was so kind to just destroy these guys and leave Agrim, the Rune Master.
Sorry.
He's safe next to the mystical terrain. So he's going to go ahead and attempt a couple of prayers. First, he's going to use the Molten Blessing to get +1 to his prayers from the Magnet Battleforge.
He's going to get that out of the pizza oven?
Yeah, take those Totino's pizza rolls out of... get +1. Okay, so first he's going to use... it's a Prayer of Ash. So it's normally on a 4, but I'm getting a +1. Oh, no, he's going to fail that. Not getting +1 to save on his vocab.
Doesn't your god smite you now?
No, my god likes me. My god is broken. He's going to use Volcano's Call so I can pick a terrain feature within 18. Oh no, am I just coming up short? Never mind, I've got nothing to Volcano's Call then, so I'm going to move into the Magmic Invocations, which I'm not getting +1 for. Start with the Runic Firewall. That's on a 3. So I got that. I'm going to set that up wholly within 18. All right, I've set up the Runic Firewall with some helpful suggestions from Jack and Shu, remembering that this blocks line of sight so we can keep the Jezzails from shooting at me for now. I really need that. Now that limits what I can do with the other Magmic Invocations, so I'm really okay if I fail this. I'm going to attempt the Zagron Flamespitter just to get it out there. And I don't on a 2, so that's going to fail. That's okay. This will conclude the hero phase because I am now well protected. JK, I do have more hero phase that is not the start of the hero phase. I've got the Knight Incantor here in front of Flame Warden. He's going to throw a fireball at these clan rats.
The most Flame Warden thing he can do.
Right, and he gets that on an 8, but...
I'm going to try to unbind it.
Yeah, you're going to shut that down?
Let's try.
No.
7.
So you got 20 guys there. It's going to be D6 mortal wounds.
For 2.
For 5. That's time for my movement phase. I've got that +2, so let's see how my now 6-inch movement, how far that can carry me up the board. All right, I have finished moving the Fyreslayers. They're miraculous 6 inches. So these guys feel like they're in a pretty good position to charge, but I actually ran with these Volkite Berserkers up here. I'm now within 3 of this objective, and that doesn't mean, I can't take it from the clan rats unless I kill them this turn, which I've set up the Rune Smiter and the Hearthguard Berserkers more than 9 away from those clan rats. If I can make that charge,
he's gonna try.
If I can take them out, I could take this objective this turn. Battlesmith, the remaining Arc Hearthguard, and the Arc Rune Master just sort of moved up to stay, within their respective buffs. Now we're going to go to the shooting phase. It's the shooting phase. Time for the Tinder date axe throwing party. I've got 4 Volkite Berserkers up here, and then I have the Grimwrath Berserker. Since they're all the same, I'm just going to combine them. It's 5s and 5s, and 8 inches. Going to throw these at the clan rats.
Oh my god.
You get 3 hits.
Right in the face.
And 5s to wound. 1 wound with no rend.
No rend.
So I put another clan rat down for 2 points.
You do? This guy takes it right in the face. Axe to the face.
And it's time for charges. Starting here, the Volkite Berserkers, since they're the ones we, might need to reroll here. They can reroll, they get +1 to their charge from the Horn of Grimner. Sorry. So a 9, they're gonna make it in. Let's move these up. Alright, I've finished charging with the Volkite Berserkers. How about the Grimwrath Berserker? Let's get him in there too. Ooh, 7. I don't know if that's enough. Ooh, half inch?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And do I want to... I used a command point for a run, so unfortunately I think I have to have him fail. I need to save my command point reroll for the Hearthguard Berserkers. But let's see if Grondhelm Grimner, he can show him how it's done. No,
Nope.
actually he can't. They're both just gonna chill. Go get him, boys. And
Volkites have this right.
he's all good. Okay, so they cannot charge. They ran. He's stuck over here. This is the big charge. It's going to be 9 inches, but I can re-roll since I've still got this hero here, and I've got one more command point thanks to that commanding terrain. Not
Oh my gosh!
Oh no! Here comes Shu's favorite unit, flying 12 inches across the board. Ooh, but Deadly Novel.
Yeah. Get in there.
Get in there like swimwear.
I'm going to take a deadly terrain test from that novel. I am okay. Alright, I am attacking first with the Hearthguard Berserkers. They've got 21 attacks here, 2 attacks each, and then I've got the Carl. Let's roll this right now. 6 is going to do 2 mortal wounds, hitting on 3s.
4 mortal wounds? 6 mortal wounds.
1s and 2s. And that's in addition, right? So we're going to do 6 mortal wounds.
Hey!
And now these are 3s to wound. And that's going to be 8 more, but there's no rend on those.
Come on, she'll root for you.
Now you got Mystic Shield in these clan rats, right?
Yes. Yes, I do. All right. So there's no rend. So they're 5 up for their armor save in melee, plus rerolling 1. Let's have it. So I'm ignoring 2 of those and 3 ones to reroll.
Nice.
Ignoring 3 of those total. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the 6 you killed with mortal wounds.
11 guys.
Rats down, and they hang on.
This is how this is how they ended up after the deaths. Shu still has the objective. It worked out, but he gets to fight back as well. So, Shu, do your paladin and attack.
Nice. These clan rats with filthy hand weapons are going to hit these guys. They're going to hit back on their Tinder date here. Hitting on 4s because they're using hand weapons instead of spears. And winning on 4s. Here we go. 4s. Yeah. And 4s. Great.
4.
Brent, you got 4 armor saves you owe me.
These are 5 ups, despite not wearing clothing. 2 go through, they got 2 wins each, so you're going to kill a guy. Oh.
Good job, clan rats. You almost... Yeah.
Almost.
Time for the Volkite Berserkers to strike back with their fire, steel, hand axes. They've got 2 attacks each and rerolls 17 attacks here after the pylon. These are hitting on 3s, rerolling hits. Ooh, only a single miss. These are wounding on 3s, but they got no rend.
You left this one.
Do I need it? Let's find out. Okay, so there's 5, 10, 12 wounds, no rend.
Oops. No, I don't have more
Yeah,
than...
you have enough. You have at least 10.
Okay. So this is a 5 up armor save from the clan rats. Gonna save a handful, 4 of them. 2, 4,
Completely average.
6, 8. Going down. Okay, so these clan rats are electing to kind of pylon, not really pylon, into these guys here. They're hitting on 5s, winning on 4s with their rusty spears.
Ooh, spin.
Not one of them.
All good. Battleshock.
Over here, at the start of my command, or start of the battleshock phase, I'm using command ability from the Vermilord Warpseer, which is go forth, and it basically makes all the Skaventide within 26 inches of him immune to battleshock. Now, on a 5 up, he's going to get that command ability or a command point back. He does not, which brings me to 2. Brings me to 1 because I won. Yeah, got an next one last turn. These guys are going to auto fail. There's just no way they can come back from that. So That's going to wrap up battleshock for the Skaven.
Mm-hmm. And I only lost one Volkite Berserker here, since they're bravery 7 plus another for having 10. They don't need to test. And no losses over there. So
Excellent.
I did take this objective, so I'm going to score 1 point because it's. So this was the unit that was controlling the objective. If they're destroyed, I then get to immediately pick one of my eligible units within 3 inches to now control the objective. So 1 point to me, which puts me still 1 point behind Shu since I didn't take those clan rats away.
And we're still on turn 1.
It's turn 1, right? So it's time for robot dice roll off. So robot dice roll off with Shu, break, and ties. Ooh!
I break that tie.
You gonna go?
Gotta go.
Definitely.
Skaven turn 2.
Hey, on a 4+, the runic firewall sticks around, but on a 1 through 3, it goes bye-bye. Uh-oh.
Yay. Okay, for the start of the hero phase, these guys had the Vigor Dust Injector ability used on them last turn. So they're going to take D3 mortal wounds this turn. For 1.
Ooh.
And then this guy here, or I forgot what I was going to do.
Command points.
Command points, yes. This guy here generates command points on a 3-up, re-rolling. On a 6, it's special. That's not special, so it's just going to get 1 extra command point.
Okay.
I'm not going to fish for that 6. Okay, Misty Shield from this guy onto these guys here. No. This is an episode of Shu rolls under 4 with 2 dice 9 times in a row. And Vigor Dust Injector from this Warlock onto these guys here, allowing them to do their thing, their special thing.
Sprinkles pixie dust over their heads.
Yeah. Okay. Further in the hero magic phase, my Vermilord Warps here is going to use Fireball, the Akshi spell, and it's going to go into this unit here. Casting value of, I think 6. Oh my gosh, he's going to get that one.
For D6 mortal wounds, what do you got?
D6 into that unit for 4.
Or let me try and ignore those on 4. Since I've got duty unto death, I'm within 10 inches of a friendly Fyreslayer hero.
He said duty.
Ooh, I'm going to ignore 1, take 3. Just going to lose a guy and wound another.
Fair enough. Now we're going to use Dreaded Work Gale, casting value 8.
Goes
got it.
off.
And that's going to do D6 mortal wounds. We'll do it again on that same unit. For 4.
Ooh, can I ignore these on 4s again? Oop, taking 1 more,
One's
so
gone.
another guy's dead.
Okay. And then we're going to use more warp power onto this unit of Storm Fiends. Casting value 6. No!
Do you want to re-roll that with a warpstone?
I do want to munch him Warpstone Spark, so I'm going to roll for that at the end of my turn.
Got on a 6.
Gets another
On a
6.
6.
Can you unbind?
I cannot.
Nobody
You have
knows.
more and more.
Nope. No, well, here's the problem. It's casting value 7.
Oh.
So I hit the spark. Let's just see if he takes damage now. On a 1, he will take damage. He does take damage for D3 mortal
Second
wounds.
time.
For
Another
1.
He is indigestion.
Well, he didn't blow himself out this turn, so at least we have that going for us.
So that hasn't been aired yet.
Not yet. Okay, we're going to come back after Skaven movement. So I have to use command ability to get through that wall back there. So that command ability is called
Hidden Tunnel.
Hidden Tunnel.
Look it up. It's a real thing.
So I'm going to get through that wall with that second unit of clan rats that's parked over by the knothole. You will see where they end up. And so how Skaven movement ended up, we moved these plague monks here into position. This guy moved up to make sure that he's out of line of sight of everybody over there for no magic next turn. But back here we have some, these clan rats burrowed through the wall to get onto the position. These clan rats that were in combat before, which I don't think you can see, actually retreated from combat. Storm Fiends moved up to make sure everybody's in range of their rattling cannons. And the Jezzails did the Gnawhole thing and teleported back here, thanks to the Vermilord being within range of the edge of the terrain here. So they pop back through this Gnawhole. And now we're going to go into shooting.
So Shu's cool little trick here, he used the Hidden Tunnel command ability to make sure those clan rats could make it toward this objective. Now the other clan rats who were controlling the objective retreated. So they were no longer controlling this objective, but then whoever moves onto the objective can claim it. So now these other clan rats have taken it for themselves. They're not going to score as many points on it, but that was a really nice move because those clan rats, if they stayed there, were probably not long for this world. Now they're screening those Storm Fiends, and the objective is still under Shu's control.
And just to disambiguate which unit is which, I turned this unit around to face me, and this unit's still facing Brent.
Start of the shooting phase.
Start of the shooting phase. We're going to shoot the Jezzails into this big unit of berserkers.
Well, actually, do you want to use a command ability on?
Yes, we're going to use a command ability, which is
Volley fire.
Volley fire onto these storm fiends here to allow them to reroll ones when they're shooting.
And do you get it back on a 5-up?
Good.
On a 5-up? Yes, it's true. I do.
Ooh, and did you get that command ability back for tunneling?
I didn't roll for it, did I?
think
I
you
didn't
rolled
roll
for
for it. Let's see if I get it back too. I don't.
Skaven don't know that tunnel.
What? Didn't bring the machines.
Not
Okay.
more friendly.
So how the Jezzails works is that they do a 360 no scope on a 6-up, so 6s are special here.
And who are these at? The Hearthguard Berserkers or the
And
Volkite?
they're shooting into here.
Volkite Berserkers, got it.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Reroll and misses.
Rerolling misses, that's correct. So they hit on 4s, so
You
that 4's
actually
in.
only missed twice.
No 6s.
Uh-oh.
Oh, those still miss.
Those two misses.
There you go.
Wounding on 3s.
40 on 3s.
Ooh, just 3.
Just 3. All right.
Just 3. 2 wounds each, Brent.
2 rend on
Rend
that, right?
2, yes.
Okay, so normally I've got a 5-up save, but I've got my Battlesmith. Kroggy, he's holding up the icon of Grimner. I'm wholly within 12, so I'm going to get +1 to my save. I can save on 6s here. None. So that's going to be... these are 2 damage each. Do you want to buff that with a Warpstone Spark to 3 damage
I
each?
do not.
All right, so we're going to take just 6. I'm going to lose 3 guys. Oh! Oops.
Storm Fiends are now shooting. They're going to shoot their Rattling Cannons into this unit here, and the Warp Fire or Wind Launchers into this unit here. So starting with the Rattling Cannons, they have 3d6 attacks each, so that's going to be 66 attacks. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quick math. 21, right? Yeah. Hey, we're going to go back in time a little bit here because Brent so kindly pointed out that the Warpstone Spark affects up to 3 Scryer units. So I'm going to use it for both the Jezzails and the Storm Fiends. We're going to roll for...
Well, it's just going to do an extra
we'll
3
do
damage.
yes.
Because what you got 3 wounds through, so they went up to 2 damage to 3 damage each. So that's going to kill a guy, throw a wound on another.
Yeah, and I was going to roll to see if it takes damage right now, but we do technically at the end of the turn.
All right, so we have the 21 shots coming.
Okay, so because they're buffed with Vigor Dust injected, they're hitting on 3s, and they are rerolling 1s due to the Volley Fire command ability. 3s. And I'll pluck out those 1s.
Only 4 2s.
Volley fire.
Get it.
Volley Fire. You're going to have to help me out here. So
Oh, yeah.
hitting on 3s. Well, the 2s go away. Wow.
This is pretty impressive.
Yeah. And they're going into that big unit there.
Into the Hearthguard Berserkers.
Hearthguard Berserkers, that's right. And they're wounding on 3s.
Ooh, that was a good roll. That was a very good roll. There's one more 2 miss. Okay.
This shoe's reckoning. How many? Is that? I'll just roll these 12. Is there -1 rend on this?
-1 rend, correct.
Ooh.
Okay, is there? Let me check if I'm within range of the Battlesmith. I want to see if these are 5s or 6. So now within range of the Battlesmith, these are 6-up saves, and they're 2 damage each. Hey, I'll take the 2
that's 4.
6s, but so there's
15.
10, 20 damage, which I can try and ignore on 4s. Let me grab some dice. We'll be right back. Okay. This is the ultimate duty unto death. They have sworn to protect these heroes. They have to just ignore the hail of bullets that is ripping their faces off. On 4+, they ignore these.
That's good.
That is a good roll. That's a very good roll. Wow. Okay. It's going to be 6 damage. It's going to kill 3 more.
You saved 14 wounds.
That's pretty epic, dude.
Wow.
Launchers. Yeah.
Wind launchers.
These 2 converted wind launchers are going to attack this healthy size unit here. So they're hitting on 4s normally, but they're +1 because of their Vigor Dust Injector, and rerolling 1s because of the command ability. All
Volley fire.
Volley Fire, not all settle. There we go.
Ooh, 3 1s.
Let's reroll those 1s. For 3s, everything
Oh,
hit.
everything hits. All right, what are you wounded on?
Wounding on 4s also, I believe. 3s?
Did you add the +1 to hit?
I did.
You did?
Okay, cool.
So they're hitting or wounding on 3s. Wind launchers, come on, you. You moved my thing. Yeah, force. Here we go. Force. So 1, 2, 3, get through.
No.
Oh, 4 get through.
Oh, what's the
And
rend?
it's rend 2 on this.
Ooh.
So I
I rend
guess
3, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Rend
wow.
3.
So no save at all.
Oh,
And
even with the battlesmith, huh?
It's 3d3 damage.
Plus 1 each.
Plus 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Woo! So they taking 18 this turn. Look at the slaughter. That is what we call a
goodness.
Skaven shooting phase. Even
Seattle
even
outside.
though-
There's poison gas there. Poison gas there.
Oh my god! Now going to the charge phase. Let's see what the Skaven charge phase is like.
You cannot challenge my commitment to the intro of the last battle report because I ran quarter mile in this horrible smoke. Okay, here we go. Charging. Let's see if I can get this charge.
Oh, they're in there.
Quite a bit.
Start of the combat phase. These Volkite Berserkers are going to use Berserk Fury, so when they die, they can pile in an attack. Because certainly they are going to die.
Okay, so what are your guys doing?
Okay, so we're +1 to hit because of having so many dudes in the unit. We are +1 to attack for charging, and Plague Monks have 2 attacks each. So these are all hitting on 3s normally, +1 makes them 2s, and then wounding on 4s. 6s to wound are special, so we'll talk about that when we get there.
All right, dump it down,
2s.
and we'll come back.
No, you don't need to take that long. It's just not that many ones.
Yeah, there's one right here.
Huh? Oh,
Well, what? 2's miss, right?
So we
hitting
hit
on 2s.
hit
3s
on-
normally.
3s normally with melee weapons, yeah.
+1. It's +1 to hit, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Very unshoe-like roll. Let's fix that.
Yeah, only 5 failed to hit. So we're gonna do the wounds. 6 is just special now. On 4. We'll come back.
Shoot.
32.
32.
Wounds.
5 up save.
Yep, and no bonus on top of that. Well, let's hope I get a pretty good pile in and attack here. Oops. Here we go, 5 ups. I'm gonna be losing some dudes. I want to reroll that one because it's funky.
Funky die.
Not funky enough. We'll come back.
And that's what it looks like after the Plague Monks did their damage.
10 guys died, but they're all gonna pile in and attack here.
Now, did that cost a command point, or you do that for free?
No, so that's once per game. My Berserk Fury at the start of the combat phase, I chose to, when I die, pile in and attack.
Excellent.
All right, here's those guys dying from Berserk Fury, hitting on 3s with the Fire Steel hand axes, re-rolling,
Looking good.
looking good. But then when I start killing Plague Monks, they're going to kick back at me too. Very good. So these are a lot of hits. Wounding on 3s, no rend. What do I get here? Take that one, take that one. Pretty good. So we got 5, 10, 11.
11. Okay, we're just gonna roll these dice for
I
saves.
stole your dice. You stole
Yeah. We're
We
not
need every dice we have.
we're not mystically shielded. So these are 6s. Looking for 6s. Those 3 are special.
3.
Say 3. We're gonna lose 2.
Say 4, excuse me.
Oh yeah. 2, 4, 6, 7 of them.
Okay, so then 7 guys you can roll dice for, and on a 6 you'll do a mortal wound back to me. Since you're definitely
It's
within
based
3
on
inches.
model, right?
Yeah, it's per model, and they have to be within 3 inches when they're removed.
Here we go. On a 6, we're getting mortal wounds back.
I'm on 2 6s.
In the face. Nothing.
No 6. Okay.
Y'all ready for this? Hearthguard Berserkers are attacking back. So I got 15 attacks left.
Coming unglued.
Hitting on 3s with rerolls. Pick out these. Ooh, 1 miss.
Uh-oh.
Furious. And I am rolling 3s to wound. Oh no.
Get those out of
That
there.
was a good roll for shoe.
That's a good roll for shoe, so that's 6 more.
Alright.
Again, no rend.
Looking for 6s. Not 1. Let's see it. Not 1.
Not 1, but you got any juicy plague monks? They're gonna burst in my face?
I
Like a
do. Let's
zit?
see more 6s.
It's like a Gushers fruit snack.
Gushers.
Hey,
What? 2.
2 6s.
So this guy, he had the damage on him. He's dead. Oh! And that guy, put it on this guy back here.
But that's going to be a total of 8, I think.
6.
Okay, we'll take them off here.
Battleshock.
I've had to think about this quite a bit. It's not great. On a 5 or a 6, all of these guys run away, and then I lose my scoring unit. However, all of these Volkite Berserkers, if they run away, I've got nobody else here to help the Hearthguard Berserkers fight. So I'm actually going to use the command point here for Inspiring Presence from the Battlesmith right here. So they don't have to take Battleshock. They're good. But over here, I have lost 11. Their Bravery 7. So I'm adding +4 to whatever this dice roll is. On a 5 or 6, all these guys are gone. And we don't want that. Okay. So I'm just going to lose 6 models.
Oh no. Just 6.
And I think the Skaven are just gone.
Yeah, the Skaven are out.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way they can pass their battle shock. They're just
So I have held this
a reed in the
for
wind.
2 turns now.
Last battle shock.
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't lose 3 guys here. I lost 5 guys here. They've got a bravery of 8. So I'm going to lose 1 more Hearthguard
Woohoo!
Berserker.
Bye. Shu has had this objective for 1 turn, so he scores 1 point. So it's 3-2.
3-1.
3-1 going into Fyreslayers, turn 2.
So it's the start of the Fyreslayers hero phase. I'm going to use the Rune of Fury as my Urgold rune. And on a 5+, I'm going to get the additional effect since I still have the Rune Father with that command trait Spirit of Grimner.
6.
Get it on the 6 anyway, so that is going to give me reroll 1s to hit and +1 attacks in melee until my next hero phase. Moving over here though, it's time for, I'm going to use Molten Blessing from the Magma Battleforge over here. So that's going to give +1 to the prayers of these Fyreslayer priests. But I'm going to use some Magmic invocations here, starting with the Runic Firewall on a 3+. I got that. I'm going to set it up wholly with an 18.
Okay, directly in the line of sight of these Giselles, Brent has put his Wall of Doom.
Wall of Doom. The Runic Firewall is up there. I'm going to go for the next one, which is going to be the Zargron Flame Spitter. I will set that up wholly within 6 of the Rune Master.
Okay, now the Flaming Hot Cheeto is over there.
That has burst out of the ground, and I've got 1 more. Let's try the Molten Infernoth from this. Oh no! He fails
Can you
that.
reroll?
He cannot, unfortunately.
Okay.
Painted it for nothing.
Yeah, can't you just use a Blood Tithe point and reroll the...
Okay, now it's time for the prayers and the Zargrim blessings. So starting with, let's do the Orc Rune Master. He's going to do Prayer of Ash on the Hearthguard Berserkers. I'm going to need a 3 after my +1. Get that for +1 to their save. I'm going to use Runic Empowerment from the Rune Smiter. I'm going to use that on the Hearthguard Berserkers as well. This is going to be on a 2. So I'm going to get that. They're +1 to wound. I'm going to use Searing Heat on the Storm Fiends. I'm going to get that on a 3. They're -1 to hit.
Ooh.
And then last I'm going to use Volcano's Call on this piece of terrain right here. I'm going to get that on a 6. So now I can roll for every model within 1 inch. And on a 6, they're going to take a mortal wound.
The model or unit?
Every model within an inch.
Ooh.
We got 12 clan rats around that terrain piece. On 6s, they're taking mortal wounds for 2. And that terrain piece is now deadly until my next hero phase. And I got a spell too. Might as well just throw Mystic Shield onto these guys. I get that. You want to unbind that from over there?
Don't I have to see the guy to unbind it?
Nope.
That's weird. Okay, here we go.
You heard a spell.
Hey.
But it's not called Beat That. Or it's not called Tie That. It's called Beat That.
That's
So
right.
they got Mystic Shield.
All right, you want me to delete the clip and so you can say that right? Or...
It's not called Meet That, it's called Beat That.
Okay, I got a lot less Fyreslayers on the board, but I still got a chance here. It's time for my movement phase. So now we're in the point where being split up is kind of tough. So I've left, of course, these Volkite Berserkers here. They're going to stay on that objective as long as they can and keep scoring points. And they've got the Grimwrath Berserker to help guard them. I've moved the Runefather, Grondhelm. He's come back to this Inspiring Terrain. He's probably just going to be a command point factory for the rest of the game. And in Furnace Flame Warden, the Knight Incantor has moved over here. He's the one guy who hopes to actually run across the board and go help over here. How we set up, I've moved the Battlesmith in here. He is blocked from line of sight from the Giselles by the Runic Firewall, and now he has set up his banner. He's in the perfect spot to give +1 save to all these units. I moved the Rune Smiter back a little bit to try and make use of the mystical terrain. Move the Arc Hearthguard up. Runemaster's still here, so I'll be able to fire the Zagron Flamespitter, and that's going to be the movement phase. Start of the shooting phase. The Zagron Flamespitter, since I have a Fyreslayer Priest, within 6 inches, I get to pick a unit within 24 inches of the Flamespitter. Doesn't need line of sight, so I'm going to go ahead and choose this unit of Clan Rats. I'm rolling 12 dice. 6s are mortal wounds, but +1 to that roll, since they have at least 10 models. Oh. For 2 mortal wounds.
How
But I
sure
guess
of
these
you?
guys here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Rerolling 1s to hit from Rune of Fury. Ready? So I've got the Auric Hearthguard. They're going to shoot their magma pikes. Whoops. I am all over the place here. They're shooting at the Storm Fiends.
Here we
They
go.
normally need 4s to... I've got the Carl, so I get another shot. They normally need 4s to hit, but because of Rune of Fury, I'm rerolling 1s to hit. So let me reroll that 1. Hey, so I got 4 hits here. These are wounding on 3s.
Oh.
And I got 3, all at -1 rend.
Into the Storm Fiends. They have 4 up, so going to 5s. They make 1 and take 2 damage.
Hearthguard Berserkers, they're going to throw their awesome throwing axes at these Clan Rats, hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s. I got a hit, wounding on 5s.
Alright.
Oh, a wound with no rend.
Clan
Get him,
Rat Shield.
Oh, I
that's
kill a
6.
guy. This is my only charge here. I've got the Hearthguard Berserkers. Jack said, roll a double 1. I don't think so.
No.
Ooh, 9 inches. Okay, let me move these in. That's a good point. Okay, this is the combat phase. I know I'm rerolling 1s to hit from Rune of Fury, but I'm going to go ahead and use my Triumph. I'm going to go ahead and just reroll hit rolls because I want to try and fish for 6s here. There's 15 Clan Rats I got to get rid of for me to hold this objective. I've got 13 attacks here because each Hearthguard Berserker got +1 from the Rune of Fury. So 6s are 2 mortal wounds, hitting on 3s, rerolling. Not off to a good start.
You gotta reroll them all.
I'm gonna reroll all but the 6.
Oh, just 2 more.
Mortal wounds, mortal wounds. Come on, come on. No!
Yay, shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna try to win this tournament.
You still Gordon?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you get 2 mortal wounds, and then these are wounding on 3s.
Yeah,
Oh no!
no rend on
That's
those, boy.
5. Yeah, no rend on these.
5 ups. Here we go. But you make 1 and lose 4.
I kill 6 guys.
Shu gets 2 more saves because Brent was +1 to wound because of runic empowerment, so
Yeah.
need 5s.
Ran the tape back. So 2 more 5s. Nope, I'm going to lose 2 more.
Okay.
What? Those Clan Rats are going to slap back with their rusty spears. We're hitting on 5s. We're no longer buffed from having so many people on the unit. So, and wounding on 4s. That's 1.
One.
Got 1. Okay, so I normally got a 5-up save. The Battlesmith increases it to a 4-up. The Prayer of Ash increases it to a 3-up. And I'm rerolling 1s from the... Oh my god! From the Firewall. Okay, but Duty Unto Death, 4+, I ignore... Okay.
Oh, you do. The Verminlord Warp Seer is using 4/4 Children of the Horned Rat, which makes my units within 26 inches of him immune to battle shock. So that's no battle shock for me.
Battle review. And then when we go to points, so you've controlled that now for 2 turns, but you're not scoring this turn because it's not yours. I've now controlled this for 3 turns, so I'm going to add +3 to my score. It's now 4-3. I got 4 points, but now we've got a robot dice roll-off to do for battle round 3.
This one's big. Ready? Magmic Invocations. Invocations? Yeah.
Invocations. First, the Runic Firewall, 4-up.
Oh, it's gone.
No, that's gone. The Zargon Flamespitter. 6 around.
6 around. Now it's time for my favorite part of the game.
The robot
Robot.
dice. Roll off.
Robot dice roll off, my favorite part. Let's go break. See what you
Disappointment
got.
phase.
No! I was
No.
so excited when I saw that 3.
It's the Fyreslayers hero phase, start of the hero phase. I'm going to get 2 command points since I have moved the Rune Father back over here to the commanding terrain. So I'm going to get +2 command points. moving on for more start of the hero phase stuff. I'm going to use the Rune of Awakened Steel to get +1 to the rend characteristic of all my weapons, but on a 5+, since he's still around, it's going to be rend +2. Oh, another 6.
There it is.
So +2 to the rend characteristic of all my melee weapons until my next hero phase. Let's go over to the Rune Master. He wants to bring back the Runic Firewall. Oh, before he does that, he's going to use the Molten Blessing over here to get +1 to the prayers for Fyreslayer priests wholly within 18. So he's going to roll
mosquitoes.
more. And then we're going to bring the Runic Firewall back. Just put it back where it came from. But now, okay, we want to see. I painted it up, right? The Molten Infernoth. Can the Arc Runesmiter Kandern bring this out? No, he cannot! Ah! Dang it.
Oh, man.
Painted for nothing.
I'm going to continue with some prayers then. Let's start with another Volcano's Call, so I can try and hit some of these clan rats. Okay, I'm going to get that. So, how many clan rats do we have left within 1 inch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 clan rats on 6s will take a mortal wound. There we go, 6 dice here. Nothing. That terrain is now deadly until my next turn. Let's use Prayer of Ash. Get that on a 3+ now after the +1 from the... No, from the pizza oven. The pizza rolls are still cold in the center. They do not give me the prayer that I wanted. Over here, though, he's got 2 prayers. I'm going to use Runic Empowerment again on the Volkite or the Hearthguard Berserkers. I'm going to fail that one. Not good. And then let's do the Searing Heat to put -1 to hit on the Storm Fiends. Come on, I got to get one of these. Okay, we got that one. So the Storm Fiends are -1 to hit.
He's running away.
Then
Scampering away, putting Mystic Shield around.
even though he's going this way, he hasn't forgotten about these guys. He's going to throw a Mystic Shield on them. I'm going to cast that. You want to bind that with your Warlock over there? Yes!
Yes.
Okay, so that's the hero phase. I'm going to go ahead and do my movement phase. We move the camera over here since we're a little closer to the action. It's not a whole lot of movement, though, so this will only take a second. Yeah, I just moved the Knight Incantor, and Furnace Flame Warden is trying to run over here because his movement is 1 higher than everybody else's in the army. So it's up to him. And then the Auric Hearthguard, they've just moved up. They were already within 18, but I'm just trying to move them a little bit closer. I don't know if I'm going to have to take on this Vermin Lord Warpseer, but I will get +1 damage if I can take shots at him. So we'll see. And we're going to move into the shooting phase. Okay, start of the shooting phase. The Zagron Flamespitter, since I'm within 6 inches of a Fyreslayer priest, I'm going to shoot at this unit of clan rats. Now, I would love to believe that 4 Hearthguard Berserkers should be able to kill 8 clan rats, but I have to guarantee it this turn if I want to start scoring over there. So these are 6s doing mortal wounds. A mortal wound. Oh.
All right.
Super awesome. Throwing hand axes. Hearthguard Berserkers are going to throw at the clan rats they're fighting. They need 5s to hit.
Oh!
They need 5s to wound.
No.
They get 1, but no rend on it. Does it go through?
No,
No,
it
it
does not.
does. Oh, what, you don't
actually-
have 10 guys left, actually.
And it's not the shooting phase, so...
So I kill a guy. Woo!
Hey, maybe those pole arms are actually going to kill these rats. Nickel and dime,
probably. So these guys can shoot. Oh, Auric Hearthguard. They're going to shoot at the Storm Fiends. Still got the Carl for +1. Hitting on 4s. No rerolls this turn anymore. 3 hits. Wounded on 3s. And there's 2 at a -1 rend.
So 5 ups. Take with both.
Yep, put 2 more damage on Storm Fiends.
They have 7 each? 6 each.
Some of them have 7. And moving right into combat. No charges. I'm going to use All-Out Assault on the Hearthguard Berserker since I've got the Battlesmith back here. It's going to cost me a command point, bring me down to 2. And their attacks, I've got 4 of them left. So I've got 9 attacks here. Now these are all Rend 2 because of the Rune of Awakened Steel. But still, we will... no, okay. So there's 4 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Reroll the 1.
Ooh.
Okay, 6 mortal wounds, and then the 2 hits. These 2 go out of here.
These are in addition.
Oh, right, in addition. So I've got 6 mortal wounds, and these are all -2 rend, so that's 10 damage.
So I think that's all.
Bring down the clan rats.
Take them.
It's the end of the turn here. They have been holding this for 4 turns, so it's going to give me 4 more points over here. Now, because we killed the clan rats that were controlling this objective, I can then choose a battle line or a hero within 3 inches of the objective to assume control of it. So these Volkite Berserkers, they're now going to be in control of this objective, and it's going to give me 1 more point this turn, so I'm going to go up 5 more to 9. Okay, glad we checked, just for Duality of Death. When you kill the unit and take the objective from them, it has to be the unit that killed that unit. So the Hearthguard Berserkers are now the ones in control of this objective. So let's hope that they don't get destroyed this time.
Yeah, they definitely won't get destroyed.
How many fours can I roll?
Yeah. Skaven, turn 3.
So I'm going to use my, I'm going to roll for more command points on a 3-up. He gets it, but he's re-rolling. 6 is a special, re-rolling that too. 2 is 6. He's going to get D3 command points.
2.
For 2.
Putting you up to 3, right?
Put them up to 4.
4, yeah, because you didn't
You
use
get 1
one.
for no.
Yeah. Are we still filming here?
Yes.
Good. Now I'm going to use more and more warp power from this guy onto this unit of Storm Fiends. Rolling right over here for you.
Ooh, got it on 10.
Nothing I can...
Have it on 10.
I was like, wait, how close am I now? He's running
You're
over
just
here.
outside of 30 from what
Am
I measure.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah.
And
You're
so it
getting
goes
that.
off, so they're re-rolling their hits
Hits and wounds.
and wounds. Ooh.
And now I'm going to use a Vigor Dust Injector on that team as well, causing them an additional D3 mortal wounds at the end of next turn, or end of this turn. So that's it for that guy's magic. This guy's going to use a different spell. Okay, first spell we're going to use is the Warp Gale, and it's going under this unit here, casting value 8.
Ooh, got it on a 9.
On a 9, Brent.
Ooh.
Nobody close enough to a bind, right?
Oh, yeah, he's not, right?
So that's going to happen D6 damage on these guys here. For 4.
Oh, okay. Can I make lots of 4-ups again?
Oh.
I was
Almost
like,
all of them.
I can.
And we're going to use Fireball from Akshi as well, so casting value 7, right?
Got it.
It's actually on a 5, but yeah, D3 mortal wounds.
For 2.
More 4s, more 4s.
They don't care.
Oh, a
One
wound!
mortal wound.
Ouch.
This guy's going to put Mystic Shield on himself, because he can. Or can he?
You got it on a 7.
7. You can try to bend that.
Not in range.
These are the sweet spot to be exactly out of range from my casters.
Skaven movement. What happened over here, Shu?
So the Giselle gun teams popped through the null hole, and they ended up over here next to Brent's dude. This guy moved up a little
Dude
bit.
who didn't block.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Like,
Yeah, all good.
we talked about that, but then we didn't do it. Then I ran in the room to get my kid out from a nap, and we all forgot. So over here, the Storm Fiends made a line to get better range on these guys. You see around the wall. The Vermin Lord moved forward. This guy moved closer to the null hole here, so he could be in control of it. Clan Rats made a line, but they're also still screening. So we're gonna see what happens after shooting.
Shoot it.
Okay, these guys are shooting into this hero here. They're re-rolling failed hits because they didn't move. They technically set up here.
That's 5 Giselles, right?
5 Giselles can see this guy. These 4 can see the unit there. So 5 Giselles, re-rolling hits. 6s are special. No special 6s, but we do have 2 failures to hit. So you get these back in. They're
all
back
hits.
in. And these are wounding on 4s, 3s. Wounding on 3s. Rend 2.
2. Oh, just 2.
Just 2. Okay, my 4-up becomes a 6-up. Fail them both.
2 damage
So that's 2 damage each. And on 6s, I ignore wounds. Nope, I'm just going to take 4. I got
wounds.
2 wounds left.
Cool.
And the 4 into the Volkite Berserkers.
So these are the guys holding the objective. I need
Yeah.
them.
So into the Berserkers.
Ooh.
2 mortal wounds so far.
Well, yeah.
and re-rolling
yeah.
the 4.
Then these re-rolling these in 4s.
Oh,
That's
missed.
all missed.
Oh.
So just 2 mortal wounds. That's not going to
gonna-
close that deal.
Oh, it's going to kill him and put a wound onto him.
Yeah. Oof. Okay, so these Storm Fiends are a special case. They've been injected with the Vigor Dust, so they got +1 to hit. They're -1 to hit because of the debuff that Brent put on them. They're re-rolling failed hits and re-rolling failed wounds due to more and more warp power. So I'm going to roll 66 to see how many shots they have with their warp lightning, or I'm sorry, the rattling gun combo here. And then I'll tell you how many shots this is in a second.
Okay. 6,
Holy
10,
shit.
12, 17.
Yeah, but that's a really bad roll. So this many dice to go into the battlesmith. You're hitting on 4s normally, -1, or +1 because of Vigor Dust, -1 because of the debuff, -1 again because of Lucid. So they're hitting on 5s. But they're re-rolling. No, okay, still missing. Okay, so that's 2, and then winning on 3s.
Re-rolling.
So that's 2.
The -1 rend on that?
Rend 1, yes, sir.
So my save is a 3+ down to a 4+, re-rolling 1s. So 1's going to go through. Do you want to buff the damage on that?
I do want to buff the damage, sir. So
Okay.
we're going to spend a Warpstone Spark. I'm going to put that next to the guy who spent it so that we can roll that damage later. And then, do we have to... I don't think we have to do any more rolling.
I'm just going to take 2 instead of 1. Oh.
There you go. Okay, this roll is going into the Berserkers. This is the other half of the Rattling Cannon attack. Because splitting your attacks is the best thing to do ever in Agency Combat. So hitting on 4s. Re-rolling. Build hits. Oh, that's better.
That's better.
Whoa.
And then winning on 3s.
Got another 6, too. It's hiding.
3s.
Reroll.
Re-roll.
And you got 1 more dice to reroll. It's the 1 dice likes hiding. Okay, doesn't matter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think there was that 2 was actually a hit that you bumped.
Oh, was it? Okay. Oh. So 7.
7, -1 rend. So my 5-up, 4-up save goes back to 5-up. And then I'm re-rolling 1s from the Runic Firewall.
Yeah.
Ooh, so that's 4 going through.
8 damage.
8 damage. 4 guys die. 1, 2.
Okay, the Wind Launchers are going to attack this unit here. The Wind Launchers have 6 attacks, hitting on 4s, -1, +1, so back to 4s, re-rolling. 4s. Re-rolling because of more and more warp power. Ooh. So that's 3 hits, and wounding on 3s.
No, all wounds.
Oh, wounding on 2s, I think. Yeah, anyways, they've all wound. Yeah, Wind Launcher's wounding on 4s.
But the -3 rend.
Yeah.
So you got 2 going through.
It was it was wounded on 4s.
Wounding on 4s,
There's a
it's
3.
just 2.
Yeah. So
You
you
got
got
to
2.
re-roll that.
Oh,
yeah.
The 3, yeah. Re-rolling the 3. It's a 2.
Okay.
Sorry, Brett.
So you got 2d3 +1 damage on me.
So,
Goodbye.
You did it.
that's 9 damage. Charging with the Warlock. Get in there, get some.
Oh, 9. That's in
Get
there.
in there. Yeah! Over here. You can charge with the Vermin Lord. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's in. Smash.
So, yeah, let's do some combat. Cool. We're going to attack with the Vermin Lord Warp Sphere first, using the command ability All Out Assault, which is going to allow me to re-roll 1s to hit, I believe, right?
Let's see if you get it back.
And if on a 5, I will get that back. I don't.
And you also wanted to use it there, right?
Yeah, I'm going to use it here as well. I have 4 command points.
He doesn't
get that, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
right. He doesn't have to
If
roll.
you're using all-out assault, I have to use all-out defense. So there we go. All-out assault, all-out defense. Why 1 wound guy has to hang on?
I think you can do it, Brent. Okay, so this Vermin Lord warps here, attacking those guys. He's got 6 attacks. With the glaive is going to hit on 4s, I believe. So he has 6 attacks, no, hitting on 3s. -1, right? Because of the debuff? Okay.
Nope, that was on the Storm King.
So 3s,
And rerolling 1s. Ooh,
Ooh, it's a lot of 2s.
I'll
She's
take all
been
those
rolling
2s.
a lot of 2s today.
no 1s in there.
no 1s.
So that's 2 hits. Yikes.
3
hits.
3
Yeah,
hits,
that's
yep. Okay. And then, rolling here sucks.
I know.
And then 3s. So just 2 or 1, sorry.
Okay, so it's -1 rend.
Yep, -1.
Okay, since I've got the Battlesmith there, my 4-up save now becomes a 5-up. It's going to go through. How much damage?
D3. For 1.
1, and I can ignore that on a 4-up from duty unto death. I do not. Goes through and it kills a guy.
Yeah.
Hearthguard, or Volkite Berserker. What can you do to this this guy you can't kill, this Warlock Engineer? I'm hitting on 3s with my axes. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s, and I'm -2 rend, so these will go through if they do. I'm going to put 2 damage onto him. Take
Okay,
care.
he's going to have to take it. But that Warlock Engineer is going to hit you back.
Come on, you can do it.
So he can do a fun thing with his halberd.
Is that the Arch Warlock?
More warp energy. I don't know. Let me read the spell and make sure. One attack, hitting on 4s. He missed. Oh! At least he didn't blow himself up.
Fighting over here.
Hearthguard Berserkers. They got 7 attacks against the Vermin Lord. Hitting on 3s, 6s are 2 mortal wounds.
Ooh.
And
4.
So 4 mortal wounds. And then these are wounding on 3s, -2 rend. I got 2 more. So that will take your
4 goes to a 6.
6.
You got 6 re-rolling, and then you got 5 up shrugs.
Oh. And how much damage?
Oh, you
Reroll
reroll both those because you still got your orb.
Oh, you saved them both?
Wow. Okay, so that's just the 4 mortal wounds that you ignore on 5s for being a Vermin Lord?
Yes.
Sweet. Whoa!
Oh!
Alright, he takes
Okay.
2 damage.
2 damage.
It's a battleshock phase. Hearthguard Berserkers, despite the Vermin Lord being terrifying, they're okay. The Volkite Berserkers, however, they lost 4. I don't want to try and risk losing any more. I'm going to use my last command point on an inspiring presence from the Battlesmith.
And I'm going to take D3 damage on the Storm Fiends. From the Warp Spark.
1.
For 1. He got him by his fingernails, so it's done.
Oh, well, let's see if these disappear first.
Oh, yeah.
End of the turn again. Oh, I'm leaving dead models. I'm a mess now. Flame Spitter. Stays. Firewall. 4+. Does not
No,
stay.
it's never stayed.
All right. Do it with the lights on. Let's get the...
Here we go. Now the
shoot.
robot dice roll off. I'm breaking ties.
You are breaking those ties.
She needs this.
4 to 2.
Oh, go shoot!
I gotcha.
Ooh, a big one.
So first we're going to roll for my command points. On a 3-up, I get another one. I don't, but I can re-roll that. I don't. Ooh, I didn't really roll that dice, did I? Now we're going to do some magic. This guy's going to use Warp Lightning on to this guy here.
Goes off on a 5.
5 up.
Got it on a 7.
Can I'm going to use my auto unbind on that from
Once per
Infernus
game.
Flame Warden.
Because you can't have any fun.
Oh, negative, Nancy.
You rolled higher than a 4. Fun police. Out of there. Grounds for dismissal. Okay, next up, we're going to use Warp Gale from this guy. Casting value 8 onto these guys right here. The stinky guys with the big chains. Casting value 8. 6.
Goes off on an 8.
No!
D6 mortal wounds.
You want to unbind?
I can't.
Oh, I thought you had to unbind. I don't know. Okay, so D6 for 2.
Ignore these on 4s.
Taking 1.
Take 1, fit 1.
Nickel and dime. Nickel and dime. That's all we're doing here. Yeah, I play Phoenix Temple, so I can't complain too much. He's going to use Fireball from Akshi. Here we go. Going to sing in it.
Got it. No, it's yeah. It's
5, 6.
5.
Yep.
Yep.
D3.
So D3 more wounds. Yep.
For 2.
Ignoring on 4s. Ignoring on 4s. One
One
more
more.
guy's dead. Oh no. Whoops. Sorry.
That's going to, and we're going to use more warp power from back here onto the Storm Fiends again. And you can see, keep that buff going. I do.
You got it.
They're rerolling wounds and hits. And is there an injector of vigor?
And a Vigor Dust Injector will do.
Boop, boop, boop.
Spending a, we'll spend a Warp Stone Spark later, when it matters.
And that is your hero phase.
That is your hero phase.
End of the movement phase, Shu just kind of moved his clan rats out of the way so he can get his storm vermin up. Moved his warlock engineer in the back so he can get a couple pistol shots.
One.
That guy's in combat, and he's in combat over here. But the Giselle stayed still because they want to reroll those hits.
That's right. Because I'm swimming in command points, taking a 6 Scrooge McDuck money bath in command points, I'm going to dive into that big pool of solids and use not all of the solids. It's called Volley Fire for this guy's pistols to allow him to reroll ones. I'm hoping I'm hoping I can Indiana Jones this dwarf. He's over there like swinging that horn around, and all right, the Warlock Engineer is going to hit in the shooting phase on a 3+. He misses with a 2.
Oh,
Only number he's going to miss with.
no! Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay.
you're fired.
Well, you have Giselle's.
I do have Giselle's. So we'll do the next.
Shu is subscribing to my philosophy of always splitting your attacks. So this is what he's putting: 3 into the Father, 4 into the Son, and 2 into the Holy
Ghost. Oh my gosh.
He's rerolling hits.
Let's do this guy first.
Come on, let's just get a 6 out of the way. Just get it out of the way. Okay.
No, 4 and a 3.
Reroll that
Rerolling.
No.
Oh,
Come on, I can live.
And then 3
Got a
up.
wound?
Yeah!
It's -2.
-2 Randy's
Oh,
gone.
he's gone. No, my point.
Hey, on to this guy here. Let's see if I can do this guy dirty. Fishing for 6s. There's 1 6.
And reroll those 2. Okay, so there's 2 mortal wounds that he has to shrug.
Yep.
6s.
6s.
Ooh, I got a
okay,
one left.
roll
I got a one left.
And 2 wound here.
3. Oh, that's -2.
6 up save.
No, 2
no.
damage. You gotta roll 2 6s or
2
he
6s.
goes.
2 6s.
Oh, splitting attacks is working. It's working.
No!
Splitting up the attacks. Nope, those are mine. Those are his dice. Those 3 shots
I'm
belong to this
distraught.
guy
I don't
here.
know what's happening.
3 6s.
3 6s. We got this.
You're due.
What?
No, roll that shoe. Come on. Oh, okay. So it's 4 mortal wounds.
4. He's
so-
only got 2 wounds left.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, ready? The prehensile tail is going to attack into those guys. 4 attacks. 3s and 3s.
4 hits. 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Rend 1.
Round 1. So that's 5 up save.
Save 2.
5.
And 4 up to ignore. Oh, take another damage.
Another damage.
Do it.
I'm irritated. I'm just going to drop the orb on those guys now. I'm just going to get rid of my armor save. It's late in the game, so it's going to do 2 6 mortal wounds. 2
Oh!
Yeah.
6. Get those dice out, Brett.
4 plus.
That's a
Bye-bye,
unit.
Hearthguard Berserkers.
Yay.
Oh.
And now they have free reign to shoot anything.
That's true. That's true. We're going to roll the number of attacks for these guys' guns. The guns, and then we'll split up the attacks after that. This is the number of attacks. Don't come back after I'm done counting them.
Ooh, decent roll this time.
8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
So the rattling shots are going into here.
Rattling shots into there, and the one wind launcher guy's shooting there, and one wind launcher guy's shooting over there.
Excellent.
All right, these are the rattling gun shots. These are hitting on 4s, re-rolling.
Good thing 6s don't do 8 or something.
That was a good roll.
Thank you.
And you reroll.
I tried really hard for that. I made it myself.
We're only missing 3 of them.
I've been practicing.
I've been working out, Brent.
I know exactly how to roll.
Okay, then wounding on 3s, right?
3s for the cannons.
3s for the cannons. Here we go. Re-rolling the 3s. Re-rolling
There's
those.
one more.
1's 2.
Ooh, just one miss. And what's the rend on this?
Rend 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we will be using a spark.
Alright, that is going to turn my currently 4 up saves because I got the Battlesmith to 5 up saves, but no rerolls because the firewall's gone. So I'm going to save...
Ooh, what a roll! You son of a...
I'm going to save 5 of them. So 3 of them are going to go through, but it's 3 dead dudes because they're 2 damage each after the Warpstone Spark.
Swinging on 4s, re-rolling. Going into the Hearthguard Berserkers. Or no, the hero on the left. I don't know what
This
it's
is
called.
the wind launchers at the Auric Rune Smiter.
2 hits. Re-rolling. 1 hit.
1 hit. And wounding on 3s. There it is.
4 is -3 rend. So it's going to go through
For D3.
D3 plus 1 damage.
3 damage.
So 3. I've got Mystical Terrain right there. Can ignore those on 6s. Nope, taking 3. Only got 2 ones left on that guy.
Next guy.
The other guy is going to take 1 hit so far.
All 3.
All 3.
And those are all...
No, he's a wound.
And then
And there's
No!
3. Oh. So 2.
2
Don't
total.
3 wound.
What's that?
Do
4
threes?
wounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 and so yeah. Those
2
go through.
D3 plus 1 damage.
He's
So-
got oh, Mystic Shield. Mystic
So how many is that? 4, 7. I gotta make 2 of these to live. He's got 6 wounds. Come on! Agrim, the Auric Rune Master! Oh! He makes it with 1 wound left!
Oh my god.
Mystical Terrain!
Oh, yeah.
You almost
6.
didn't die, and that's
He's got
the
6
smoke.
wounds.
Oh, wow.
Okay, the pistol shot from this guy in the back here going into this hero. It's going to be 3 and 3.
Wasn't that no one to hit, right? So I got 3 dudes there for lookouts there.
Oh, look out, sir.
Yep. So 4s. He hit.
Hit.
No!
No! Vermin Lord first.
Charging.
Charging into whatever he can reach.
9.
He's going to take it up there. Now, let's get those Storm Fiends in. Let's party. We like to party. You want to party, Brent?
Ooh.
You asked to party.
11-inch charge. Oh,
Well, I
welcome
gotta do some
back.
measuring here. Hold on.
This is how the charge ended up. We got the Storm Fiends with the shot gauntlets close by, which is good.
And the Storm Fiends are outnumbering the Dwarden, which is not good.
Now you have to decide, is anybody using the all-out assault, all-out defense, spending command
I
points?
have no command points left.
I
You got
do.
two.
We're gonna use. I would use all of this up, but we're already re-rolling everything.
Oh, yeah, that's
So,
right.
That's not gonna happen
What
there.
about
I'll
the,
use it on the
yeah.
Verminlord
There
though.
we go. And see if you get it back.
And oh yeah, good point. On a 5-up, he gets it back. He
Oh,
does.
freebie.
A freebie bonus.
Pile in here.
Yep. So these two shot gauntlet guys are gonna go onto these guys here.
The
and,
Berserkers? Yeah.
yep. So we're doing the shot gauntlets first. They hit on 4s, win on 3s. Re-rolling everything.
There's 1/6 to hit.
6s are cool.
6s are special.
There's
So that's going to turn into d6 hits. Let's roll it real quick.
4.
It's going to be 4. So I'm going to add 3 dice to that. And then these two are re-rolling. These 3 are re-rolling here because they missed.
Oh, 2 more
That's
hits.
going up. So this is all going to be
3s to wound.
3s to wound.
Re-rolling.
Re-rolling.
1 more war power is
Broken.
Ooh,
really doing
good.
some.
It's good.
Okay, Brent. So this is just damage 1, 2, 4, 6, 8.
8 out of -1.
Yep.
So that makes they've got shields. So and they didn't charge. So with the -1, they're up to still at 4 up after the battlesmith and the shields. So I'm gonna fail 4 of those. How much damage you say?
Just 1.
Just 1. So 2 guys are gonna die.
And the clubbing blows are going to go into the hero. Clubbing blows. Okay. Sorry, you still filming?
Shot gauntlets are damage 2.
Whoops.
Bye-bye, Volkite Berserkers.
So the hero's going to get hit with clubbing blows, which is the best kind of blows. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. No rend. Damage 2. You're rolling everything. That missed. 4s. Still missing. Now 3s. Re-rolling.
Oh, all hit. No rerolling needed. Any
3
rend on
up
this?
save. Yeah, it's a rend.
Yeah, there's no rend on it.
And he's got a 3 up save here, which I'm gonna make
my
him all.
God!
He's invincible.
What is going on?
Battlesmith.
Yep.
The Battlesmith is basically invincible, but he's got 3 attacks. He's gonna fight the Storm Fiends here, hitting on 3s with his ancestral battle axe.
All hit.
Wounding on 3s, and these are rend 3 because I still have Rune of Awakened Steel. Oops.
Oh, this is
One
one.
goes through 2 damage. Do I finally kill one of these
Yeah,
guys?
finished off the shotgun.
Finally, I
Right
can roll a 6. No. It's going to kill the guy with the shotgun.
made
boy.
some space. So
Out of my way, weakling.
The Riverlord Warpseer is not happy about this situation. So he's got 6 attacks from his Doomglaive. And he's
threes?
hit on 3s and 2s, actually. Is he down on profile? Is he down? Is it
No, he
he's
hasn't taken any. Or he took
2 damage. So it's still on top profile. So 3s and 2s, and it's D3 damage on this. Rend 1, D3. So
And
you
he
ready?
did give him all out
All
assault.
assault, yeah.
Okay, so 3s, rerolling 1s, so only 2s will miss.
Reroll those ones. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Alright. That's better. Now 3. Here we go.
It's gonna get turned into Urgold. So 3.
Yeah, 3.
Oh no, you 2s, right? You said 2s.
Oh yeah, 2s.
Oh, shoot. 5 wounds. These are negative 1 rend. 4 up saves here. So 4d3 damage.
What do you got?
I got 3 wounds
Let's
left.
see these 3 1s.
Alright, he's gone.
Yeah.
And
And he's gone.
Yeah, there's nobody here to. I don't think there's anybody here to honor the fallen icon. It's going to be wholly within 12. Maybe the. They're just going to ignore this guy. He's just dead.
We have defiled that icon.
Nobody likes this mission print. Explain why.
Kind of funky. These guys died here, but when they died, it wasn't in
A phase in which I could move.
Well, it wasn't. This guy didn't kill this Volkite Berserker. These guys did. So it's like if you kill a unit that's controlling an objective, you can take it from them. But he was killed by something else, and then you could move onto it, whether that's a charge, pylon, whatever. But this guy didn't get to move while this guy was here, so no capture on this objective. However, the Verminlord Warpseer has absolutely taken that objective and is going to score a point for Shu, bringing him up to 4. And now we're going to move into Fyreslayers turn 4. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 models left.
D3 damage from the Vigor Dust Injector in the previous turn. 3 damage onto this guy here with the goblins.
Good stuff.
Fyreslayers turn 4. Since the Runefather Gronhelm Grimner has run back here, he's not going to be staying here as he's being gunned down by Gisele's duck and cover, but he's still going to pick up 2 command points here for the commanding terrain. And I'm going to be using the Rune of Searing Heat. It's probably not going to do much. It would give me extra damage on wound rolls to 6s. So I'm just going to get that. On a 6 to wound, I'm going to do an additional damage. Maybe I'll get lucky with a throwing axe or something. Over here, though, I've still got... We're going to use... I'm still going to use the Molten Blessing here. So I'm going to get +1 to my prayer rolls. And now I'm going to use the Runic Firewall to try and protect these guys here. I'm going to set that up wholly within 18. I've set up the Runic Firewall here. Now this is the one that I want. Come on, the Molten Infernoth.
There was terrain here. We moved it.
I'm going to try and... let me double check. I believe the Molten Infernoth is coming out for the very first turn I am on Rerolling Ones. Here we go. The Molten Infernoth is going to move 2d6. Moving 10 inches. So he's just going to move up here, and now every unit that is not a Fyreslayer that's within 3 inches when it moves, rolling 12 dice. 6s are mortal wounds.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
So take this, Vermin Lord.
No.
I'm going to try and put 4 wounds on him on 6s. Ooh, 4 mortal wounds.
You got a 5-up mortal wound.
I don't. I threw my ball away.
Oh, no, that's the reroll saves. You still have protection of the Horned Rat.
Okay, so how much is it?
4.
So 5 ups.
Oh!
I take 2, sir.
More ones. I'm going to do the same thing to the Storm Fiends, too. 6s. I'm going to throw 4 mortal wounds onto the Storm Fiends.
That's amazing.
He's been building up underground this whole game. Not a whole lot to do with the prayers left. The Rune Smiter is going to try and put Searing Heat on the Storm Fiends. So they're going to be -1 to hit. And then the Rune Master is going to try and put Prayer of Ash on the Rune Smiter over here. He's going to fail that. So no +1 to his armor save. No point in using Volcano's Call. But I do have Holy Seeker. This is his ability. I'm going to use it on the Vermin Lord Warps here. Don't think it's going to matter, but if for every 6 that I get, I got 1, so I can reroll hit rolls of 1 against him for Fyreslayers until the rest of the battle, because he's got Urgold on him.
Ooh.
Oh, he's been carrying it around.
It's cheese.
It's jingling in his pocket.
Any spells?
Might as well throw an Arcane Bolt over on...
No fireball?
No range for that guy. Am I just perfectly out of range of... Okay, no, I can make the Vermin Lord. I'm just going to throw an Arcane Bolt on him, so I can try and get D3 more wounds.
Yep.
Got it on an 8 for 1 mortal wound. You want to unbind that?
Super unbind that.
Oh.
Ooh, takes a mortal wound unless... 5 up? Nope. Takes mortal wound.
Movement phase.
A real quick movement phase.
Get in
try and
there.
go for an epic charge. I've got command points for the reroll. Come on, 4-inch movement, Runefather. I want to run with Infernus, though. Ooh, he's trying to get ready for a turn 5 epic charge. Move in. What was the range on his tail?
6 inches.
Great.
Just out of range.
You're right at 7.
Anybody else?
With the whippet tail.
No, I think they're good.
All right, that's the movement phase. Charges.
No shooting in range. All right, come on. Need an 8 here.
7. Oh.
Okay. Command point reroll.
Reroll.
Command point reroll.
Just remember.
Come on, I need.
See it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Yeah!
That's just enough.
Just enough to get within a ½ inch. He's gonna go right there.
That's not his blood. You can take the blood off the table.
It's the combat phase. First of all, I need to pile in to... Oh, well, first I'm using all-out assault, so I can reroll 1s to hit on this guy.
And he's piling out of line of sight.
Piling in out of line of sight. Watch out for the Giselles. Don't know if that made it, but we'll see. So I'm hitting on 3s with my Latchkey Grand Axe. Rerolling 1s. Oh, is that 2? Oh, okay, but this is a 3 damage weapon. It's wounding on a 3.
Okay, that's a wound.
And, yeah, it's -1 rend, so a 6 up or you're dead!
He did!
3 damage! Got him down. And then that goes...
So that rat got linebackered into outer space.
And that's going to be a point here as the Runefather captures. And the number of turns the Warp Seer has held this objective goes up to 2. And now we get to see if all my Magmic invocations, they disappear. Infernoth, he's still around. Flame Spitter, still around. Firewall, still around.
Everything stayed.
And now it's time for turn 5, Robot Dice Roll-Off.
Robot dice roll off. A 1 to 2.
A 2.
Okay.
So that's going to be the game here. I'm going to pick up 2 more points. And then in Shu's turn, he's going to be able to pick up 4 more points. That's going to make it 12 to 8. Shu, very good game.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to talk about this.
Yes.
We have thoughts and feelings.
That was a game.
This was a game. We know Duality of Death is not in GHB 2020. And it was a little funky, but I do think I felt like I had fun at least trying to figure out a little bit more, as the amount of points that you were going to score as that ticked up, because it says turns, not battle rounds.
Yeah.
So when you come back to your turn scoring, it's, unless you got a double turn, you're going to get 2 more points than you would have, the last time.
It's the little trigger criteria of having to move on to the objective that really,
that was the disappointing.
It was confusing.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So the reason why we chose that specific battle plan is because we designed this campaign before 2020, the GHB 2020 came out. So we decided to not change anything and see it through. We'd already published the rules. So we'll probably make an amendment to, put the latest battle plans in. But we weren't going to change the PDF once we'd already shipped it because the GHB 2020 came out during our campaign. So,
and I would have rather, have played this and then just have known, for the future, just, to have experienced as many battle plans as you can.
As you can, yep. Yeah, try to get through as many missions as possible. I don't feel like this is, this is a loss, but I don't feel like it's a loss. I feel like I kicked a lot of butt here.
You absolutely did. Until I rolled 14 4+s on Hearthguard Berserkers, and I have to wonder, did I only win because those guys just don't die? I don't know.
Well, it was pretty tough. I had a couple of opportunities to kill the synergy units earlier in the game, and I probably should have done it. So that's probably on me for overlooking it, but that's okay. Like I said, the best battles I have are games where I almost won or almost lost. So winning just by the skin of my teeth or losing by the skin of my teeth is the best way to go, and that's what this was. And for me, that's a good game.
Now, we also want to talk up a little bit about this this final game that is happening then between Jack and I. Jack has not lost a game in our Ember Vault campaign, and I have only won twice. So, if I beat him, I was like, Shoo, well done. Jack, if I can beat Jack twice, I can win the campaign.
So we gotta go into overtime?
We'd have to go into overtime. Game 7, or Jack puts me down, in the final game, or in game 6. We're going to see what happens. That our story has now built up to. Unfortunately, the Skaven have been defeated, but the Fyreslayers can make one last pretty desperate bid to try and stop Khorne before they rampage through the Ember Vault.
Yeah, this is a great game. Somebody got to observe it. I'm very impressed. I'm glad that you decided to wait till the final game
to bring the heat.
Because this would have put. I could have had no answers to this. Just when they're buffed like that, it's really nasty.
Yep.
And you painted the Storm Fiends so long ago, so it was really cool to. And I feel like we've tried to figure them out for a while, and then this was just completely well-oiled machine of you get all of these buffs and. Yep. You liquefy everything in a way.
Everything's meant to work together in this army. So if you're looking at a Skaven army, some advice there for Storm Fiends is think of them in a group of 6 and think of them as a weapon platform.
Yes.
They're going to take D3 damage every turn from the buffs you put on them. So your 2 guys that are melee punchy guys, don't even try to get them in combat.
Yeah,
get them in if it matters.
I was confused. I didn't realize. I thought they're just there to carry the mobile weapons.
Yep.
They're like living steam tanks.
They're a gun team. Yep.
They're not fighters, they're shooters, because that was impressive.
And lovers. So, and the Giselles. My first time with the Giselles on the channel, I've had those models for a long time, but first time with them on the channel, and they did not disappoint me anyways.
I think you could have rolled more 6s.
That's true.
Right on the 6.
Now, in my test game last night, I rolled 5. I did 5 turns with only doing 2 damage with them. So I was hoping for a better performance today, and I did get it. Ultimately speaking, we have a little bit of a narrative bonus for what happened, why Morspark and Malak, the Kalal Lord, are not present in this game. So we'll have Brent's recap in the beginning of the next battle report to explain that part for you. But we're hoping you enjoyed this, and I wanted to thank you for watching.